If you find yourself traveling and you ever start to feel homesick, all you have to do is just put on those red heels, close your eyes, click them together 3 times and go, "There's no place like hell. There's no place like hell. There's no place like hell." So most of you know I'm reacting to season 1 of Hazbin Hotel on Patreon, and I came across this song and I just went, oh my God, this is just absolutely stellar. Just in terms of the video, the song, everything that went into this, and I felt like it deserves something a little bit more than just my raw, funny reaction in the moment. It actually deserved more of a deep dive. So we're going to check out this one and put it under the microscope right here, right now. This is Hazbin Hotel, Poison. Man, it's almost like that percussion just trips over top of itself. Just that car crash right before everything drops in. Man. Another lover underneath those flashing lights. Another one of those ruthless nights. Yeah. I should have guessed that this would happen. I should have known it when I looked in your red hot eyes, spewing all your red hot lies. Yeah. What's the worst part of this hell? I can only blame myself. 'Cause I know you're poison, you're feeding me poison. Addicted to this feeling, I can't help but swallow up your poison. I made my choices. Every night I'm living like there's no tomorrow. Man. Any way you want me, baby, that's the way you got me. I'll be yours. My story's gonna end with me dead from your poison. I mean, what a well-written song. Like, when they wrote this, I wonder if they stepped back in the recording studio and went, this is a hit. Because this is absolutely a hit. I'm just always a fan of when you just, like, reinvigorate just those retro synths. Like, take us back to the 80s. As soon as this dropped, I was like, what in the Stranger Things? But for me, it's the clever writing as well. And obviously, now that I'm working my way through properly Hazbin Hotel, I know that's a surprise, but working my way through season 1 on the Patreon, like Angel Dust's story, this is the perfect culmination of everything, because he wears, like, him being a porn star like armor, and it's something that, you know, he seems so proud of, and it's something that he always leans into, when really we discover that he's being coerced, that he's being abused, that he's being forced into this lifestyle. And for me, there's just a lot of double writings with all this. Another lover underneath those flashing lights. Another one of those ruthless nights. Yeah. I should have guessed. Yeah. I just love the way that just, like, is just left into the space, kind of reverbs out, and you just hear it, like, just fade off into the mix. This would happen. And you have that little, hey, just, like, way down in the mix as well, just adding just a little bit of grit to it. Should have known it when I looked in your red hot eyes, spewing all your red hot lies. Yeah. What's the worst part of this hell? I can only blame myself. What's the worst part? I just love that almost like percussive cascading rhythm right here. But worst part of this hell, because he's literally in hell in Hazbin Hotel, versus like someone who feels like they're going through hell. They're going through addiction. They're struggling. They're at an all-time low and they feel trapped in a prison. I just feel like so much is well encapsulated here. This hell, I can only blame myself. 'Cause I know you're poison. You're feeding me poison. And that little just clap track right before the hook kicks in. Can't help but swallow up your poison, right? There's the sexual double, because we know that he's a porn star, versus like the drug double, and like swallowing up poison and being addicted to drugs, because he's also like contributing and being a part of that lifestyle as well, because he's numbing everything. Really what we see is a soul who is suffering, someone who is very much trapped in their situation, but they become so addicted to their situation at the same time that it's just an endless cycle of rinse and repeat, and continue to numb yourself and continue to self-medicate and just drive yourself through it, so that eventually you don't feel anything. You feel so much that eventually you become so numb. Poison, addicted to this feeling, I can't help but swallow up your poison. I made my choices. Every night I'm living like there's no tomorrow. Any way you want me, baby, that's the way you got me. I'll be yours. Any way you want me. Obviously, like leaning into, it's almost like he's playing the role, right? Like what he should say in front of the camera, making a film, versus just like a love song, like Any Way You Want Me, and like having a night with a lover. I love again how this is just so well written, just to incorporate just those double meanings. But for me, there's that further layer too of him going Any Way You Want Me, but he's not just saying it in terms of a sexual way. He's saying it because he just wants to please his abuser. But there's an irony to that, right? There's that control dynamic, that power dynamic, and that physical dynamic. It's something just darker and more sinister to those lines than what it should just be like a standard like pop, retro, love type song. And like one of those nights at the club, it's taking a darker turn because we know the connotation. We know the other sinister meanings to this. And obviously the video is shocking as well.
Every night I'm living like there's no tomorrow.
And that's the haunting line. My story is going to end with me dead from your poison. I know where this is going, but I can't stop it. And, you know, I'm getting serious with this one. And I know I make a lot of jokes, but I just feel like this song kind of deserves it. And I can't help but think of the story of like losing my cousin, right, to his addiction and obviously dying from fentanyl. And just thinking about conversations that he had and just knowing the path that he was on. And I feel like this type of song just encapsulates that perspective so well. Just you know where this is going to end, hauntingly. And it's so dark, but it's so true. And yet just feeling so numbed by it all and so trapped within this prison and trapped within this addiction that you can't get out, even though you do know where it will end up.
Baby, that's the way you got me, I'll be yours. My story's gonna end with me dead from your poison. I got so good at being untrue.
Love that line.
I got so good at telling you what you wanna hear. I disassociate, disappear. Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
I disassociate, disappear. Just love the play on that and the way that that's written.
Far beyond difficult to resist another gulp. Yeah, I know it's poison. You're feeding me poison. I'm choking from the taste and I can't help but swallow up your poison. I made my choice and every night I'm wasted like there's no tomorrow. Any way you want me, baby, that's the way you got me, I'll be yours. My story's gonna end with me dead from your poison. Poison, I'm drowning in poison. I'm filling up my glass, but it's always hollow, full of poison. I'm sick of the poison. Wish I had something to live for tomorrow.
It's a haunting ending too when his voice just starts to crack with the delivery and filling up my glass. And you know the saying like glass half full, being an optimist versus glass half empty. But in this case, filling up my glass, but it's always hollow. It's always empty inside versus the addiction of filling up one's glass. And again, the sexual innuendos of swallowing and leaning into all of that. It's, man, like what a heavy track. Just filled with so much. But at the same time, this is all in the context of Hazbin Hotel, which has such dark, devil-may-care humor. And it's so very tongue-in-cheek. And I think for me, that's becoming one of the appeals of Hazbin Hotel, is how we mix some of these very serious messages and these dark, serious undertones with this character development, with some of the issues that its characters go through. And then we amalgamate it with this world of this humor, in this world of comedy at the same time. And I feel like that is also the beauty of comedy and what shows like this and what comedians can do and just comedy in general, because comedy can touch upon things that a lot of other shows, a lot of other movies, a lot of other things in popular culture are afraid to touch, are afraid to explore and look into. And I think Hazbin Hotel does a fantastic job of that. Hazbin Hotel, you're Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Listen, I know it was more of a serious deep dive. I felt like this song just needed that. It needed a little bit more like main channel Knox Hill, giving you that dissection, giving you that breakdown, because I think it's one that we can all appreciate. And it's a fucking hit at the same time. All right, everybody, stay safe, stay positive. You know, I'll catch you again.